Today we'll be revisiting interpreting line plots. Now in this line plot, the situation is as follows. Sam measured the length of bugs found in his yard in centimeters. Please help him find the answers to these questions. So if you look here, our number line starts with 2/10 of a centimeter and ends with 1 centimeter here. Each X represents one insect or bug that he found at that size. So our first question is, which length or lengths came up most frequently? So we need to look at which ones had, which happened the most or had the most X's. Well, if we look here, we have 1, 1, 1, then we have 2, 2, 2, and 1. And then our 2/10 and our 1 didn't have any bugs that measured that length. So, which length or lengths came up most frequently? We actually have 3 answers. There's no tiebreaker. We just have to list all of them. So it will be 6/10, 7/10, and 8/10. If there was one that had, say, 3 X's, then that would be our winner. But in this case, I guess you could say we have 3 winners. All right, our next question says, write the 5 largest bug measurements from largest to smallest. Okay, there's a couple keys here to be successful. Here it says the 5 largest bug measurements, and then the other part is largest to smallest. So if we look, am I going to be doing all the bug measurements? No, I'm just looking at the 5 largest. So with that being said, I'm going to start at the far end over here, and I'm going to work my way backwards. So my largest bug looks like it measured in at 0.9. Then I had 2 at 0.8, followed by 2 more at 7/10. Okay, next up. What is the difference between the largest and the smallest bug? So difference is one of those words that tells us the operation. Difference is the answer to a subtraction problem, therefore it's telling us to subtract. Now this works out to be quite friendly here because our largest, you always take the largest first, minus your smallest, and we get the answer of 9/10 minus 3/10 is 6/10 centimeters. So I'm going to write this over here. 6/10 of a centimeter is the difference. And this last question, the book likes to use a term called evened out. In the math world, we like to call this the mean or the average of the bugs. Okay? So what this means is, what is the even out or the mean or average of the bugs? What we first need to do is we need to add all of them, then divide by how many there are. So what we'll need to do is we will add these up. So it's going to be 3/10 plus 4/10 plus 5/10 plus. Once you add all of these up, and typically I'll even allow my students to use a calculator, you get the answer of 6 3/10. But we're not done. That's just the first step here, which was add all of them. Now we need to divide by how many bugs there were. So this is where we go up to our X's and we count. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we are going to be dividing by 10. And when you divide that by 10, you get 63 hundredths. And that will be our final answer. So what is the evened out or mean average of the bugs? So it would be 63 hundredths of a centimeter. So now what I would like you to do, I would like you to use the following numbers to determine the mean or the average, or as the book mentions, the evened out for the numbers 2, 4, 4, 5, 7, and 8. I would like you to write your answer for the mean, okay, or the average, and I would also like an explanation of how you found it. So just recap or explain how you go about finding the mean or the average, or again, like I said, the book refers to it as evening them out. Make sure you write that on a piece of paper and hand it to me, and as always, I hope this helps.